Maintaining
Imagine if
this
the secret
routine
to
really
staying
makes a
active and
difference.
independent after 50 had
It
nothing to do
truly
with
does. I feel
expensive
better
gym
than I did
memberships or
10 years
exhausting
ago.
workouts. For decades, we have been told that pushing our bodies to the limit is the only way to stay fit. But let us look at Japan. This country is home to over 95,000 people living past 100 years old. Many of these individuals are still climbing stairs, going for walks, and living with incredible freedom. Meanwhile, in many parts of the world, mobility begins to decline rapidly by the time people reach their mid-60s. We are here to uncover their secret today. It is not a magic pill or perfect genetics. The real answer lies in daily, gentle, and precise movements. These 6 simple exercises have been practiced for almost a century to help unlock stiff
Now
hips, support
gently
joint
lift
stability,
one leg,
and maintain steady balance.
holding on to
The
the
best part
chair
is
for support.
that these gentle movements do not require
Try to
any special
maintain
equipment.
this position.
You can do them right in your living room in just a few minutes a day. They are carefully designed to work in harmony with your body, proving that steady consistency always wins over extreme intensity. In this video, I will walk you through these 6 foundational movements inspired by Japanese traditions. You will discover exactly how each one functions,
As you can see
why it is
here, your blood
beneficial for your
pressure is
body as you
responding
age,
well to
and
the
how
new
you can adapt them to your
And what
current
does
fitness
this
level.
spike mean?
By the
That's
end of our
just when you
time
have the
together,
coffee,
you will
nothing to
understand the
worry
small
about.
daily habits that separate
Gently
those who
twist your
maintain their strength
torso.
from those who do not.
And remember
Let
to
us dive
breathe
into the first
deeply
movement
as
right
you
now
raise
and
your
start building
arms
your
for a
foundation
good
today.
shoulder.
The first exercise we will explore is called Shikodachi, or the sumo stance. Before you worry about doing a deep squat, please hear me out. This is not the intense gym squat you might be thinking of. Shikodachi comes from sumo wrestling and has been practiced for over 1,500 years. The brilliance of this movement is that it is not about building massive strength. Instead, it focuses on awakening dormant muscle chains that our modern lifestyle has put to sleep. Think about how much time we spend sitting in chairs today. This constant sitting causes our hips to become tight and limits our natural range of motion. From an educational perspective, biomechanical studies suggest that this specific posture activates more muscle fibers in your legs than a conventional squat. It gently targets your quadriceps, your glutes, and your inner thigh muscles. These are the exact muscle groups you rely on every single day for getting out of a chair, for climbing stairs, and for maintaining a steady balance. So how do you perform it? Position your feet wide apart, about twice your shoulder width, with your toes pointing outward at a 45-degree angle. Slowly lower your hips as if you are going to sit between your legs. Keep your back straight, your chest open, and rest your hands on your thighs for support. Ensure you do not arch your lower back so that your legs do the actual work. The hip opening you achieve from this position helps address the root cause of everyday stiffness. It gently restores your natural hip mobility, which supports better knee alignment and eases lower back tension. Start by holding this stance for just 20 to 30 seconds. Do not force your body into discomfort. If you feel unstable, simply hold onto a sturdy chair for balance. Your goal here is steady consistency and not instant perfection. Over several weeks, you can slowly work your way up to 1 or 2 minutes. Now that we have built this strong physical foundation, we are ready to move on. Now that we have built this strong physical foundation, we are ready to challenge your balance system in a completely different way. This brings us to our second movement, known as Nekowashi Dachi, or the cat foot stance. This elegant posture originates from traditional martial arts developed during the Edo period in Japan. Its name comes from how it looks exactly like a cat light alert and ready to leap. From an educational standpoint, we need to talk about a hidden challenge that many face as they age. After reaching 50, we naturally lose a small percentage of our balance capacity every single year. This gradual decline is rarely discussed, but it is a major reason why people lose confidence in their mobility. This specific stance helps to gently address that decline by waking up your stabilizer muscles. Here is how you do it. Stand tall and place one foot slightly forward. The key detail here is that you only rest the ball of your front foot on the ground. Your back foot stays firmly planted to support about 70% of your weight. Keep both knees slightly bent and your hips facing straight ahead. It might feel a bit awkward initially, but that is exactly the point. This unfamiliar position forces your neglected stabilizer muscles to activate. Your ankle muscles, your deep hip stabilizers, and your core must all coordinate to keep you steady. This also strengthens the tiny intrinsic muscles in your feet that modern flat surfaces have made weak over the years. For your safety, please start by standing next to a wall for support. Try holding this for 20 to 30 seconds on each side. As you practice this daily, you will notice a remarkable improvement in how steady you feel. If you are following along with me and finding these educational insights helpful, please leave a comment down below right now and let me know how this balance exercise feels for you. Now that we have awakened your balance, we must address something that affects almost everyone as the years pass. We have worked on strength and balance, but here is where things get truly interesting. This third movement is known as Seiza, or proper sitting. It is the exact practice that keeps many Japanese individuals standing remarkably tall and confident, even in their 80s. Dating back to the historic Muromachi period, this kneeling posture became the foundation for formal tea ceremonies and daily etiquette. From an educational viewpoint, we often misunderstand how posture works after the age of 50. Many people believe that fixing a hunched back simply means pulling the shoulders backward. However, biomechanically speaking, real posture correction must start directly from the ground up. Think about how many hours we spend sitting in standard chairs every single day. This constant sitting chronically tightens your quadriceps and your hip flexors. When these specific leg muscles become rigid, they naturally pull your pelvis forward, which ultimately forces your upper back to hunch over. Seiza gently and effectively stretches these exact muscles to help reverse that forward pull. Furthermore, unlike resting in a soft armchair, where your back muscles completely relax and weaken, this kneeling position requires active engagement. It naturally activates your deep core and spinal stabilizers, turning simple sitting into gentle strength training for the muscles that keep you upright. To perform Seiza, carefully kneel on the floor with your knees completely together. Fold your feet so the tops are flat on the ground with your toes pointing backward. Slowly lower your hips until you are sitting on your heels, allowing your spine to rest naturally tall without forcing it. If this feels too intense on your knees, please do not push through the discomfort. Simply place a firm cushion between your heels and your hips to safely reduce the pressure. Start with just 30 seconds a day. You can practice this easily while reading a book or watching television. Consistent daily practice will create lasting improvements in your everyday posture and your physical flexibility. Building on our proper sitting foundation, we can now completely transform how you think about core strength. This brings us to our fourth movement, known as Zazen, or seated meditation. This practice goes far beyond simple relaxation. Originating from Zen monasteries during the Kamakura period, monks maintained this position during hours of daily meditation. They were simultaneously developing remarkable mental focus and deep physical strength. From an educational perspective, we need to rethink how we train our core muscles. Standard exercises like crunches or planks only work your surface muscles. However, real-life stability requires the deep, stabilizing muscles in your spine. Zazen specifically targets these deep spinal muscles, which are exactly what you need when carrying groceries or walking. Furthermore, modern neuroscience offers a fascinating viewpoint on this traditional practice. When you combine this upright posture with conscious deep breathing, you actively stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. This gentle activation lowers daily stress levels and naturally supports healthy cellular functions from the inside out. To perform this, sit comfortably on the floor with your legs crossed. If a full crossed leg position is difficult, simply sit however feels best for your hips. The most important detail is your spine. Imagine an invisible string gently pulling the top of your head directly toward the ceiling. Keep your shoulders relaxed and slightly tuck your chin. Place a firm cushion directly under your hips. Elevating your pelvis makes maintaining a tall spine easier and prevents lower back fatigue. Start with 5 to 10 minutes a day, focusing entirely on breathing deeply. Please do not force your legs into any painful positions. Your flexibility will naturally improve over time. The beauty of this movement is that it builds mental resilience and physical strength simultaneously. If you are enjoying these educational breakdowns, please hit that like button right now and subscribe to the channel so we can continue bringing you these helpful guides. Now that we have cultivated deep internal stability through our breathing and posture, we must bring that newly found strength up to our feet. This leads us directly into our fifth movement, called Kibadachi, or the horse riding stance. This powerful position has ancient origins in traditional Japanese martial arts. Samurai warriors relied on this exact training technique to build incredible functional leg strength and core stability to prepare for long periods where maintaining their ground was absolutely crucial. From an educational standpoint, we need to look at how we normally train our bodies. Most daily movements and standard exercises only have us moving forward and backward. Therefore, we completely neglect our lateral or side-to-side stability. Kibadachi specifically addresses this missing link. By holding this wide stance, you intensely engage your quadriceps, your adductors, and your hip abductors all at once. Biomechanically speaking, this practice significantly improves your proprioception, which is simply your brain noticing where your body is in space. Enhancing this mind and muscle connection is a highly effective way to naturally reduce the risk of accidental falls as we grow older. Furthermore, it helps promote proper hip and knee alignment to gently ease daily joint stress. To practice this stance properly, position your feet parallel and step them out wider than your shoulders. Slowly bend your knees and lower your hips as if you are sitting down into an invisible chair. Ensure your feet point straight forward and keep your weight evenly distributed. Maintain a straight back, contract your abdominal muscles slightly, and let your arms rest naturally by your sides. Please pay close attention to your knees, making sure they do not collapse inward. If you need extra support, practice this while standing close to a wall. Begin by holding this stance for 20 to 30 seconds and try to complete 3 brief sets. Over time, as your endurance naturally improves, you can work your way up to 1 or 2 full minutes. Mastering this movement restores functional strength and prepares you for our final exercise. Now that you have developed powerful lateral stability, it is time to bring these principles together into one complete movement. For our 6th exercise, we are looking at the wall squat integration. While this movement is not an ancient tradition, it represents a brilliant fusion between ancestral Japanese wisdom and modern sports science. It has been a staple in specialized Japanese training programs since the 1980s. From an educational perspective, this movement acts as the perfect test to see how well you have integrated all previous postures. Unlike dynamic squats, this is an isometric exercise where your muscles maintain constant tension without changing length. This specific training is incredibly valuable as we age because it safely recruits slow-twitch muscle fibers, which are essential for maintaining everyday postural health. Furthermore, research indicates that this consistent tension stimulates blood circulation in your legs and plays a highly supportive role in maintaining healthy bone density. Maintaining strong bones is a crucial educational focus for anyone over 50 to support overall skeletal health. To perform this integration, please lean your back completely flat against a wall. Step your feet forward about 12 inches and keep them exactly shoulder width apart. Slowly slide your back down the wall until your knees form a perfect 90-degree angle, just like sitting in an invisible chair. Ensure your knees remain directly over your ankles without pushing past your toes. For an added educational challenge, place a soft ball between your knees and squeeze it gently. This variation intensely activates your inner thighs and promotes excellent knee alignment. Start by holding this stable position for 30 seconds and always remember to breathe steadily. If you are holding your breath, you are working far too hard. Over time, gradually build up to 2 or 3 minutes, making this your personal benchmark for physical improvement. You do not need hours in a gym to see real changes. We explored 6 movements inspired by Japanese traditions, targeting exactly what you need after 50. We awakened your hips with the sumo stance. We challenged your balance with the cat foot stance. We corrected your posture with proper sitting. We built deep core strength through seated meditation. We developed lateral stability with the horse riding stance.
Maintaining
Finally,
balance
we
is
tied it all
crucial
together
as we
with the
age.
wall squat. The
Try
most valuable
holding this
educational
pose
lesson
for
here
30
is that
seconds,
steady consistency
using the wall
always
only
wins
as
over
needed.
extreme intensity.
Start your day
You
with
can
a
combine
gentle
these into an
stretch to
effective
improve
daily routine that
flexibility
takes
and
under
reduce
7
stress.
minutes. In the morning,
Breathe
spend
deeply
2.5
as you
minutes
move.
practicing proper sitting, seated meditation, and the cat foot stance to safely unlock your posture and balance. In the evening, dedicate just 4 minutes to the sumo stance, the horse riding stance, and the wall squat to release accumulated stiffness and build functional strength. This gentle approach is how you maintain physical independence as the years pass. Please do not wait to begin. Try just one movement right now to feel how your body naturally responds. If you sit too much, start with the sumo stance. If losing balance worries, you begin with the cat foot stance. If posture is your main struggle, proper sitting is your perfect starting point. Tell me which movement you will start with today and drop it in the comments below. If this educational guide helped you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. We will see you in the next video.